Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Eternity of Pain 2. That is going to be week 2 and we're gonna go against a very annoying overseer. Now before I start this, I'm gonna tell you it's a very annoying fight. It is very RNG dependent, so don't worry that if you cannot do a solo. If you're somebody like me who has a scrub gameplay and you cannot do it a solo, I would suggest you just farm around 10-11 revives and some pots before you go into this, so you don't have to spend your units. Personally, on this run, it cost me around 4 revives and a bunch of healing, but that's okay because I went in with Angela, so I could do the Thronebreaker objectives. If you look at the right side, there is a metal and hero. That's one objective. You have to defeat the overseer with a metal and a hero, and also another one is you have to beat them with the small. So if you use an Angela, Misty Knight, or Gamora, you can do in one go for Thronebreaker. So that was my thought process. I will do it once and I will get it done. If not, you can also use some metal. You can also use other champions that are metal and hero. So for example, Odin is amazing for this fight. I will upload a video later on it. There's also Cosmic Ghost Rider. If you have a 6-star version, you can fully boost him and finish off this fight very quick with a 1 revive or something. Falcon is also pretty decent here. And if you're gonna do the both objectives separately, so I would suggest use Odin for metal and hero if you have, and for small you can use either a Jabari, a Domino, or a Kitty Pryde. All of them work really well. And if you're Paragon, you have to do it with one Mystic champion as well, so some options are there, but it's not a really amazing Mystic fight. Now talking about the nodes, the first one is going to be heal block. You'll be passively heal blocked throughout the fight. There is even punishments if you parry the opponent. If you parry the opponent, there will be one buff that will be removed from you. So it's better to play without parry, because once your buffs are removed, Overseer will have more buffs than you, and because of rich get richer, he will gain more power. There's also a timer of encroaching stun, and there is also going to be feats of power, so there's a lot going on. And there's also parry, so whenever he will auto block, he will parry you as well. Now, this was a very frustrating and annoying fight. I tried a lot to try and get a solo, but there's no reliable way to get a solo here. Like the fights before in in Eternity of Pain, you could have gotten a solo with the right champion, but here it's very RNG based. So starting off with Angela again. Start the fight slow and try to keep an eye on the power alternator that is going to be on the top right below the Overseer's health bar, and also on the cooldown of encroaching stun that is going to be under your health bar. So you have to keep both of those in mind, and remember that there's also Rich Gets Richer, so you can also push him to an SP3. Honestly, there's so many things you have to take care about, and also Overseer can auto block you, and with auto block he will parry you as well after his special attack. The way Angela works, if you have to have a relatively high sig, somewhere around 60 or 70 should be okay, but you'll need to have a lot of buffs. So the higher the sig on Angela, the lower the number of buffs you will need. I have a sig 200 Angela, but still I struggle with it. And there's also a ability from Overseer that is Retaliate, that if he hits you after a special attack or a heavy attack, he's gonna do damage to you as well. So there's also another annoying part that you have to look after. Now, I would highly suggest you to go to 3.2.6, farm some revives, and then do some RL runs and get some pots in. If you want to do it if you want to do it unit free. So yeah, and try to get Angela or a Gamora or Misty Knight, and try to finish your metal and hero and small in one go, so you don't have to do this annoying fight again. It's not worth it. Another thing, if you run Limber 5x5 the way I am doing right now, you can avoid the stun if Overseer uses an SP2, or generally the stun will go away quicker, so you should be fine. So a 5x5 limber is very much recommended here. If you use a rogue, with rogue you don't have to worry about the stuns if you're using 5x5 limber, but she has her own limitations. So depending what champion you're gonna bring in, I just brought in Angela and tried to finish it off. My strategy was pretty simple: just keep throwing my SP1s as soon as I see that the power alternator timer is almost 3/4 done, and then by that time I will have another special ready for my other timer that is going to be encroaching stun, and just rinse and repeat that. So just right there, keep an eye on the right side on the timer, one quarter remaining, I will throw an SP1. Now I will have enough time and buffs that I can avoid the parry auto block, and I will also have enough power time to make power to throw another SP1 during the encroaching sun timer. Once you have the rhythm down for both of them, for both our alternator and also your encroaching stun, you should be able to do it with Angela. You don't need to worry about the parry from auto block, because with her sig ability she reduces the chance to be auto blocked. Another one is going to be, you want to take care about, is going to be your even punishment. So do not parry, because when you will parry overseer, you will be reduced by one of your buffs, so one of your buffs will be purified. And if you're gonna play with Angela, you will need all the buffs that you for to make sure that you're never auto block. So you need at least 3 at one time. So it would be great if you don't parry and play a no parry style. Again, it's not one of the easiest fights. It took me, in my case, it took me around 4 revives and a bunch of pots. So if you're not gonna get it done in one go, don't worry about it. I'm sure there are some solos with some 6-star Angelas around, so you can check them out as well. But for regular Thronebreaker player, this is what you're gonna face, because it's so RNG dependent. I tried to do a solo of it for at least 30 to 40 tries, and then I was like, you know what, it's fine, let me just do it like a regular and use some pots and heals and see how good or how bad I do. I managed with 4, which I think is not bad, but I hope this helps you out, guys, and it gives you all the insight into this fight. So yeah, so I hope this helps you out, and if it did, make sure to leave a comment down below. Let me know who did you use and how did it go for you. I will do a Odin video as well after this, because Odin makes this fight super easy, so we'll talk about the nuances of that fight as well. So until then, guys, I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.